Okay, لحظة. Let me compose myself. Compose yourself, Farah.
Yeah.
Okay.
خلاص عرفنا من راح يفوز.
She already lost.
No. I need to compose myself. Get in the mood.
ما شغل.
Okay.
خلاص درينا من الخسران. بس خلاص we're not waiting for you.
Okay, one last chance. Okay.
hello.
Hola.
حابة التويتي أنا وايد حابة التويتي وايد مغرمة بالتويتي بصراحة.
Muchas gracias.
دنادا my friend دنادا. اليوم apparently
قولي لي.
behind the scenes. لا هو مو behind the scenes, they can see it صح? We're filming the setup.
Yes.
The setup خيال.
We are being served some high quality,
إيه.
special
Java.
Oh yeah.
special V6 coffee.
V60.
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 أبي.
Yeah.
هي ليش لما
V60.
تتكلم كل كلمة ثانية وراها full stop? I don't get it. Okay.
I think the teleprompter is off ولا في شيء.
ما أعرف إيه ما أدري عادي قوليها شي طقة.
The V60. I'm trying to build up the
Hey.
excitement.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. I think.
إنزين.
I can go from being Sonic, super fast,
إيه صح.
or like this and that.
No.
المهم.
فجأة Jamaican? No.
No don't.
Wagwan.
That killed me honestly. While I was watching, I was laughing hard.
I can't. إنزين.
Especially your reaction at the end when you were singing Wagwan Delilah. I laughed so for 15 minutes I was looking for like a meme or something to put right next to you while you're like doing your hair like unbothered, you know. I'm like
Welcome to Miyard.
I like how he joined your club of like just waiting for a reaction from me, فهمت?
Everyone, it's not just me. Listen, it's proven to be everyone.
ما راح تلاقي.
Everyone in the yard.
خلاص. المهم. So we have V60 in the house.
V60 in the house, and
زين.
I brought with me also the Kilimanjaro coffee.
Okay.
I'm excited to try.
That was some good.
It
coffee.
smells really
Yeah.
good. I was so upset. I didn't expect it to be that good, so I didn't get a lot with me.
No.
So I'm so upset that I need to go back and get me
بس
some.
الطعم خيال the flavor.
It has like that hint of chocolate.
I'm
like
gonna
that.
bring it out with the V60.
Yeah.
Brings it
Yeah.
out.
I've tried it with cold brew at home.
إنزين. خيالية ها.
Chef's kiss.
الحمد لله.
So we're gonna have 2 types of coffee beans today.
يلا.
3 actually.
3. إنزين.
I have 3. We can make as many as you want.
يلا tell us what you have in store.
Okay.
Show and tell. I am
Yes.
second grade.
The Ethiopian.
Okay.
You guys have to smell it before anything.
إنزين. So basically there's a roastery in Kuwait called Beans Roastery.
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure if it's called something else. Usually my friend orders in bulk. Like these are kilo bags.
Okay.
So we order like 6-7 kilos.
It has
Give me.
fruity notes
Oh,
with
yeah.
the caramel hint,
Oh yeah.
and I can smell the notes. It's very.
I can smell the fruitiness.
Yeah. And the
This
caramel.
For me, this is the best roastery in Kuwait. I've never had beans that were this good here in Kuwait.
It's so basically it has chocolate, guava, green apple, cherry, and lime.
Yes.
It's Ethiopian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, خيال.
Perfect.
I'm about to make that first.
Okay, so our first coffee of the day is Ethiopian.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. I'm so intrigued by the process of coffee.
Coffee making.
Yeah, I love it. I have one of my friends بالدوام ويانا. He comes up every single morning إنزين. He makes his own coffee and he grinds his coffee beans بهذه الماكينة اللي
Yeah.
and like it's just a whole
New world.
A
whole new world.
he brought his own like filter machine for us حرام.
And there's certain ways to do it.
الحين شنو رشيت؟
Water.
Okay.
It's water mist.
Water mist.
So like you have the V60, you have the Chemex, you have the pour over, you have the AeroPress, you have
The Chemex is pretty good as well.
I've tried the AeroPress as well. It's pretty well as well.
So while Umar is making our first coffee of the day, which is Ethiopian, as we said.
Good thing you're not caffeinated. I gave you that warning first thing in the morning.
Yes, بالضبط. I'm glad.
I rhymed again.
ما عليه. I'm just gonna ignore you when you rhyme, when you say it.
Well, it's non-intentional, عاد.
Nonchalant.
It's non-intentional.
إن شاء الله.
إنزين. So being that show and tell, the reminiscing of show and tell, then I have a question today
Tell us.
that I'm gonna ask. What was your childhood dream job? Like it probably changed as you kept growing. Mine was
Definitely.
ever changing.
Definitely. أصلا يعني كل
Each grade,
مرحلة.
each grade
إيه.
was influenced by something. But I realized something. None of mine were traditional jobs.
That's something good.
Yeah, I never wanted to be those traditional, like a teacher, a doctor, whatever.
يا أفكر.
The most traditional one I ever had was being an ambassador. And that was in high school because I was into like the whole like MUN and all that.
I remember.
So I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then,
I cannot see you as an ambassador فرح.
yeah, it's too diplomatic. I
I
can't be that
cannot-
diplomatic.
Cannot see you like in like a skirt or a pantsuit or I cannot.
Being serious.
Being serious, I cannot.
No, I can be serious, but like I can't be diplomatic all the time. I'll be like, in your face, you know?
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, no.
I like that phase that I had, the MUN phase. That was fun. MUN was fun.
MUN is always fun.
But then I realized I had a pattern. All my dream jobs I wanted all had like something in common.
ألا وهو.
Okay, so I'm gonna start listing them.
يلا.
When I was in second grade,
بنبلش second grade إنزين.
that's the first memory. When I was in second grade, I wanted to become an archaeologist.
Okay. Okay, that was one of the things. Yeah.
We were learning about dinosaurs and fossils, and like the teacher was bringing us like small fossils to dig out and stuff. I was so in love with it. I was like, oh my god, this is. And then I found out that it was an actual job. I was like,
Yeah.
this is so fun. This is amazing. I want to travel around the world, dig for dinosaur bones and fossils and
Yeah.
and because I am a big fan until this day. Like I love artifacts and I love like old cultures and like learning about different, you know, like in history, like the old cultures, what they wore, what they used and stuff like that. I'm very intrigued by that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to go around the world digging for these things and like, you know. So that was the first dream job like that I had in my mind.
Okay. Okay.
And then, what came first? And as we grew, in 5th grade, I want to become a basketball player.
Interesting. Very intriguing.
Yeah. I was like, you know, I want to become an athlete, like mainly athlete basketball player mainly. But then like I did join the basketball team. So I was not tall enough, unfortunately. So I couldn't make it into the basketball professionally.
إنزين.
And then I was in middle school, I think. I got influenced by Step Up.
Oh my God.
Is it?
That was my jam back in the day.
I wanted to be in
Oh
Step
my
Up,
God.
like especially that scene in the water.
Step Up was the jam
I
back in
used
the
to-
day.
I'm
I
too
used-
young for that, but I remember seeing some of it. My brothers, my older
I
brothers and
loved
The
sisters.
first one, خاصة the first one اللي مع
And the,
Channing Tatum.
and the
Hey.
second one in the water.
Now all I see is memes. All I see is the memes.
And then like I would like, you know, put the music, like the video on in my room and try to like dance,
Oh
like
my God.
copy the dance moves.
I did that, been there, done that.
And
oh
then
my
like
God.
and then before iPods were a thing, we had like we used to burn CDs, right? I had the whole CD, just the playlist
playlist
of
of
Step Up.
حافظة كل الأغاني خاصة إن
Church. That was one of my favorite
خاصة
ones.
إن Mario was within the cast. And I love his song. Like one of my favorite songs of all time is "Let Me Love You"
Yeah.
by Mario.
لا لا لا.
And if that song is on, راح أتشعم اللي قاعدين عشان بس أنا أغني.
لا يعني so Step Up highly influenced. I want to be a stewardess at one point.
I can see that.
The reason being is because I want to just traveling.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense.
And then
I think we all had that
and
at
then,
a certain point in our
so
lives.
the famous common denominator out of like all the things that I want to be is traveling. I realize,
Yeah.
like I want to become an ambassador because like I want to go live in abroad, different countries.
That
and,
don't ever think about it.
Zed.
Don't ever.
Trust me, they won't accept me. And then I wanted like to be a stewardess, travel because to travel, like free travel. You know, that's
Yeah.
my job. I'm traveling, and that I wanted to be an archaeologist to travel.
To travel.
Yeah. So I guess like those were my dream jobs that I wanted. It's the most serious one was an ambassador.
ها عمر.
Coffee is served.
يلا.
So this is the Ethiopian coffee.
أخاف ما يعجبني.
It might be too heavy for you. Who knows?
That's so good.
yeah.
Smooth.
It's so smooth.
Very smooth and fruity. You need the second sip because the first time, yeah, that's the
It's
one.
a
Yeah, my
shock.
pinky has to be up.
Bridgerton.
And you
Has
gotta,
to. Yeah, good.
you gotta do that.
مو أنا I tried not to عشان الكاميرا بس.
Second sip.
أنا باقي لي شوية بس ما راح أشرب.
That's how you. So if you want to taste something for the first time and you really want to get the notes, you need at least don't judge it on the first sip. You want to judge it on the second or third sip for it, so it coats the mouth with like the fruit, the flavors, and everything. Because the first sip, that's when like your mouth like and you're getting introduced to it.
Yeah.
So
حبيت.
with ice cream, same thing.
Yeah, I do that with ice cream. I do that with teas.
In
I'm
general,
such a tea person, but I do that with tea as well. Yeah,
I've actually started drinking more and more tea every day because I can't
love
drink coffee
tea.
at night.
I'm a
I
tea
love
person.
tea.
I'm definitely a tea person. I love Fortnum and
Ginger
Mason.
and lemon is my thing, honestly. That's what I
Anything,
drink most of the
herbs.
time.
I love like a weird combination. Fortnum and Mason, that's my store.
Fortnum and Mason حلو. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
But their fruity teas, like their raspberry, strawberry,
Yeah.
they're too sweet for
They're
me.
not sweet.
ما
I
أدري،
don't
أنا
get
to
the.
me,
I
too
read the
sweet.
ingredients. I don't get the sweetened one. And I get the ones اللي مثلا مع elderberry or like مع nettle or ginger.
I love elderberry.
Like I went there and الناس they buy like the cookies and stuff like that. And half my suitcase was like
Tea.
tea.
I know. حتى their coffee selection, by the way, it's not found in all of their stores. I think one of their major
main
stores.
one.
Yeah, the main one, they have a coffee corner. خيالي.
It's 3 stories, the main one.
خيالي, their coffee corner.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the question.
Back to the question. I answered my question.
Okay,
Back to you.
so I started off wanting to be an archaeologist because I always loved history. It wasn't about
Same.
traveling, to be honest. It was, يعني, okay, if traveling was a thing, it would be a bonus.
Yeah.
But I was always intrigued about what we had in Kuwait. I'm like, تعرفين when you're like just jealous of like what they found in Egypt or Brazil or like South America, North America, Europe, whatever, and then you're like, okay, حتى إحنا ترى عندنا, you know, like
Yeah.
حتى إحنا عندنا. But so who's our archaeologist? Like back in the day, we didn't have
Salil.
any. I wanted to be one. But now we have a
أكيد
crew
في, yeah.
and everything, and I know like
In Felicia, they're digging.
exactly
the-
Felicia Island is like packed with artifacts and
Greek.
بالضبط. I mean شو اسمه
Alexander
the Great صفت عندنا. I'm so proud of this fact,
Yeah.
by the way. فهذا كان أول شيء. بعدين I wanted to become a police officer because I was heavily influenced by this
Rush Hour.
No, it wasn't Rush Hour.
I was heavily influenced by Rush Hour. There was a time I I want to be in the FBI.
No, there was this one series I was watching اللي they were doing their daily activities on a bicycle. I forgot the name. It's really old.
Old.
Really
I was gonna
old.
say 21 Jump Street. بس
No. بعدين لا plus I was also heavily influenced by CSI and all of that. I lived through that يعني phase. Detectives, murder mysteries, every reality show had a 60 minutes. Every reality show that had to do with detectives, murders, whatever, I've seen it, I've watched it, I've documented it. بعدين I wanted to become a pilot. بعدين انكسرت لما دريت إن ما يوظفون female pilots.
Now they do though, I think, no?
إيه بس I'm talking
Back
about
in
like
the
back
day,
in the
yeah.
day. That was like late middle school, early high school.
Yeah.
لما خلاص I'm trying to like basically navigate what I'm gonna do in my
Narrow
life.
down your
بالضبط.
options.
بعدين I wanted to become a lawyer بس that was like a heavy no لأن that job وايد عليه علامات استفهام. You don't know if you're standing up for the right thing, the wrong thing.
And
you
you're
have
gonna
to do
see shit.
and you're gonna see shit or
Like especially if you're like the type that is like an empath or like you absorb energy.
yes,
Not the best.
and I am that way. Yani I do. You know how we are like.
Yeah, we absorb energy. Yeah.
Very much so, and we can basically vibe off من the first sitting. فلا, I wasn't gonna have that at all. وبعدين you're gonna have to judge the person's personality, يعني character, personality, mindset, see if they're saying the right thing. They're wrong. يعني.
And sometimes like if you have a client, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, and you take the case, you need to fight for the case, not what's right or what's wrong.
بالضبط. وأنا من الناس اللي I'm not gonna be able to sleep if I found out in that person that
is guilty.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep. So that was like خلاص off the papers for me يعني. But one of those major things was being a pilot. كنت وايد أبي أدش like وايد كنت أبي أصير a pilot.
You can still actually right now, which I actually I'm thinking of doing it, is you get your PPL, private pilot license.
I'm not يعني شوفي at this point I like, so I'm an engineer right now, okay, but like I want to do the engineering side of it.
Aerospace engineering.
Yes, I love aerospace engineering. I love the aerospace sector. The corporation that I work with is heavily investing in aerospace. They have a huge history with aerospace itself. We own everything from head to tail. I'm so proud when I speak about my own corporation. I'm so proud when I speak about it in the aerospace perspective. And we own everything when it comes to the plane itself. But I ended up being an engineer. And I found out my grandfather, God rest his soul, he didn't have a degree in engineering, or especially in electrical engineering, but I found electrical engineering books in his library.
Nice.
So
that's such a nice story.
So that's why I became an electrical engineer at the end.
Wow, I never knew that. That's so
Okay.
cute.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So cute, Celine.
يعني تبيني أصير محامية ما أقدر.
Very sentimental.
أقدر.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So
gonna go
that's
to the judge and be like, please, judge, can you let him go?
أيوة.
We don't know what happened. We don't have proof, but please, يعني.
تكفى
His
يعني.
grandfather dreamt that he was innocent.
تخيلي.
I definitely did go through that phase of like wanting to become an FBI officer because I think I was heavily influenced by Rush Hour.
هو ترى هالأشياء لأن إحنا بعد we lived through that.
Movies era. Yeah.
يعني CSI كان شنو كان ميامي وكان شنو بعد نيويورك وكان في أجزاء وايد وغير CSI كان بونز غير بونز كان
Police Academy.
Police Academy غير Police Academy
It was a cartoon too.
صدق؟ لا ما شفت الكرتون غير Police Academy Monk that you were watching. وايد كان في detectives و LAPD كان
LAPD at your service.
كان وايد أشياء Chicago Fire ER if you guys remember.
CSI, there was CSI Miami.
Okay, so we're about to have our second coffee done by our barista for the day.
Barista.
Oh yes.
Our special private barista.
أيوة بالضبط.
Yeah, these are the beans that Farah brought.
The Kilimanjaro
Kili,
beans.
Kili.
I love them. هو نفسها صح اللي بتجينا.
Jumbo.
يا جماعة أي أحد يعرف someone that's going traveling سياحة work anything to Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Tell them to get you any type of coffee.
Because the coffee is very bold and strong. It has like a very strong chocolatey note, but like a sweet chocolate note. It's so good.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh my God, so good.
Whoa.
عمر أنت أول مرة تذوقه مو؟
Nice, yes, I like it.
It's very bold.
Very nutty,
Yes.
like sunflower seeds, you know?
And I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like, I'm one of those people, I don't like acidity in my coffee.
Same.
Okay?
I don't like citrusy unless if the citrusy is broken by another يعني, fruit. But if it's like citrusy raspberry, no. But citrusy with pear and then caramel.
This is really good. بس ترى أنا من الناس اللي الحين مصدومة من الإثيوبيان honestly because when I read the ingredients I was so scared ما تشوفني قاعد أقول لك أول ما قبل لا أشربه I'm خايفة ما يعجبني بس لا حرام.
No, these are like very natural notes,
Yeah.
and it's mostly in the aftertaste, and you have to really focus to get them. You know.
That's why you need more than one sip to judge.
Yeah.
To coat my mouth.
Yeah.
صح. تعلمنا شيء جديد اليوم.
Yeah, this I've been making this now for the past 2 years, V60, and the learning has been a huge thing about it.
Is it
There's
how
many
do you,
methods into
how do you know, like, do you usually, like, when you go buy your beans, you would ask the person in charge in مثلا what is the temperature of the water? Well, you normally have like a standardized water temperature for the V60.
Well, usually it's around 82
Okay.
degrees Celsius. Some people prefer it a little bit higher. Depends on the beans. Depends on if it's like medium roast.
Okay. So your Ethiopian is
I think it's medium roast.
okay.
Yes, a medium
not sure.
taste.
Yeah, it's
The
medium
taste is
roast.
a medium
Yeah.
roast.
Hey.
Yeah. So
So you used 82 degrees Celsius.
82. Yeah.
And for the
82.
Kilimanjaro one, 82 as well.
82 as well. Okay. I don't know.
I think
Usually-
it's a medium to dark roast. It's a
Hey,
slightly
yeah.
Yeah,
darker.
the Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
هسا حتى يعني I wish I can show
The
the
color.
color.
Yeah.
بس can you
think.
like
Yeah. I think they can see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
لأن it is darker than شو اسمه.
Yeah. Definitely. For
It-
sure darker.
It
As
is
well,
darker than the
it's
Ethiopian.
it's grinded already, and the grind is not for V60. It's grinded for like that
Filter?
coffee. No, the coffee you make at home. The شو اسمه العربية هذه.
Filter
style,
ولا
Turkish
Turkish
style.
style?
Turkish style, yes,
Oh,
Turkish
really?
style, or espresso because it's grinded way too fine. With the V60, the way I grind it, I can show you the difference. Mine is really what do they call it?
Finer?
Not fine, coarse.
Coarser.
Coarse.
Yeah, it's way coarser
Okay.
compared to this. It's like way coarser because the water. That's why it's the color as well.
Yeah.
Because with mine, the water just goes through it very easily. With this one, it went through it. Yani, it extracted most of the coffee like that.
بس خيالية.
But yeah, you control the grind, fineness, coarseness, and the temperature. It all affects the
أكيد.
acidity. It all affects the how heavy it is, the
أكيد،
flavor.
أكيد.
It's all up to you.
يعني شوف I'm one of those people اللي I like my hot coffee extra hot.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite.
Really? You're
I like it exact.
Yeah, I cannot do extra hot. I wait for it, and sometimes I wait too long. I forget about it, and then
إيه.
it's cold or it gets
عادي?
colder.
Do you drink it?
I don't mind it, but I prefer it at that perfect temperature. It's not too cold, not too hot. That perfect temperature. I can't do the hot.
إيه I have to
Yeah,
have
the
it
coffee
hot.
y'all are drinking right now.
إيه.
That's perfect,
Perfect
temperature.
temperature.
Yeah.
إيه مو عشان كذي إن if like I have to drink it now.
Yeah.
I like cold brew, so I don't mind if it's cold, especially if it's done properly, right coffee. Because cold brew also like brings out the flavor of the coffee. And I do cold brew at home.
Anna, it's either extremely cold coffee or extremely hot coffee. هذا room temperature, warm. I don't do that. I don't do that. It's your turn.
What's the question?
What was your childhood job? A dream job?
Oh yes, I had a few as well. That's
Hey.
the first memory of a job that I wanted. Chef. Yes, it was a chef. Yeah, I used to get up and make food for the entire family.
Okay.
Just try things, and I remember it was at home. I found it. It was the Chef Ramzi.
Oh my god.
What
Yeah.
was the first thing you ever cooked?
Eggs. Yeah,
What
that was
type
the first thing.
of eggs?
Bidayun, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Were you like influenced by shows?
Yes, by shows, and I just love food. I just absolutely love food. So
Yeah.
yeah, I cook everything right now. I can be a chef if I wanted to. But it's
I love that.
It's a difficult job, you know. A lot of
It's
sweating.
high demand. يعني it's
Yeah.
like you have to be on top of it.
That's the thing. When you cook, you don't enjoy the food you're making. Unfortunately.
I can't eat the food that I
Yeah.
cook.
And by the time I'm
can't,
done
والله.
cooking for everybody else, I'm way too tired to eat الحين. I have to rest.
بكون شبعان.
Hey,
صح. I've been there, done that. صح.
I don't want that. I want to eat the food.
Were you into like cooking shows like فتافيت و
Of all
شنو
the
بعد كان
time.
عندنا
All
قبل
the time.
فتافيت؟ لا قبل يعني فود نتورك شوية.
NBC كان
صح.
I just remember for
منال العالم.
I don't remember the names.
LBC.
Chef Ramzi had a show as well.
اي
I
لا
used to
منال
watch
العالم
him.
وين كانوا يحطونها؟
No idea.
كانوا يحطونها على سموير بس نسيت غير طبعا فتافيت was like
Yeah.
I was more into cookbooks. I remember second grade,
ايه
ما أدري first grade, when they used to take us to the library to check out books. every week we had 2 books to check out. So one book would always have to be a cookbook,
Okay.
and the other book would be like a story to read. And the cookbook, I would come home and I would try recipes. At 8 years old, I was trying recipes at home. And if I liked the recipe, I had because back in the day we didn't have like computers and stuff. So I had my notebook and I would like write down that recipe.
Okay.
I wanted to work with animals somehow. I don't remember.
Like
what's his name? No, not a vet.
Dr. Doodle.
Well, that's the Australian
The
guy.
Australian guy. Yes.
Oh my God,
I
Allah
had
yarhamah.
his cassettes.
Allah yarhamah.
The big. I forgot.
Dundee.
Dundee.
I had the what is it they called the
VHRs.
VHRs. It was way back. I still have it to this day.
That was
That
so
one thing
sad.
I just plugged it in every single day and just watch him. I'm like, wow, how can he just
That's amazing.
He was the
approach animals like
crocodile
that.
guy.
Crocodile
Yeah.
Dundee.
Yeah.
So
Allah
yeah,
yarhamah.
there was a point where I wanted to work with animals, but then very quickly and very early, I got into photography, and it's been like that since then.
Nice.
Yeah. I saw one photo actually on my cousin's laptop. It was the background photo.
Eh?
I was just amazed. I just loved the photo. I'm like, oh, wow, the photo is amazing. He's like, yeah, I took that photo. I'm like, what? You can take photos? Who
You
can?
can-
You can. I did not think that humans can take these photos. I was still too young, I did not put 2 and 2 together. So he's like, yes, and I have a camera. I'm like, you can have cameras and take pictures. I'm like, wow. So then I became a photographer to start, and went from there.
Why not?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a picture of the Russian dolls on like a bench
هذه
somewhere.
الماتريوشكاز.
Matryoshka, it's just
He
Matryoshka.
still has the same set of the Russian dolls. Every
Yeah.
time I go to their house, I see it. I'm like, damn, that started my whole life.
That's ignited. his
I
passion.
love them.
Yeah.
تدرون they use them for counting, for mathematics.
Really?
No way.
والله العظيم I've heard it.
So what, like they to count what? يعني how does it work?
تذكرين do you guys know like the older version of calculators اللي هذول pebbles?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one that's a
Yes.
yeah,
That was their kind of pebbles.
but على dolls.
على dolls. It's used for geometry بعد. يعني حتى مو بس mathematics بس
Really
إنه
cool. Very interesting. I want to see a video. يعني أبيهم they demonstrate it in the video. أنا المشكلة my bougie ass appreciates things that عرفت that are like
Fine.
that. The fine
Yeah.
things. يعني I appreciate those like it's like the layers of flavor too. Like I get into it. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
يعني that's very interesting. Even if I'm not like a big coffee drinker, I am so interested in that type of stuff. يعني.
I love when people appreciate the finer things in life
Ay.
and they're not just like munching down franchise places.
Yeah,
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
يعني أحس إنه حرام لأن أنا وايد عندي مقولة كالوريز على الفاضي.
Yeah.
Same.
You know like
Same.
Might
ناس-
as well.
اي يعني الناس لما مثلا فنروح تقول لنا مثلا يعني طبعا I learn a lot of things from فرح خاصة لما تمسك مثلا we were buying soda water شو اسمه sorry carbonated water and she's like I'm not gonna drink my sugar but I have that لأن أنا عندي calories على الفاضي هذا يعتبر ف basically when you go to any franchise place that's you just munching down on calories على
ولا
الفاضي.
اللي ياخذون frappuccino اللي what are you drinking? It's literally sugar, milk, caramel and cream.
sugar المشكلة الشجر هالكثر يعني
Caramel, milk, cream and
That's the thing. I've always ما أدري أنا I grew up يعني watching cooking shows و reality cooking shows مثلا يعني Hell's Kitchen or Master Chef وهالأشياء. I never wanted to be a chef by the way يعني because I know how demanding it is and how hard it is and I never wanted someone like Chef Ramsay behind me 24 ساعة screaming his lungs out بس you can tell the finer things in life.
and I enjoy watching how things are made or how
Oh, yeah.
things are يعني أنا جت لي فترة I binged watch أكو literally a series on YouTube how things are made. They show you عقب ما شفت عندهم like a cheese about cheeses for different episodes about cheese. Different عقب ما I saw the cheese thing رحت Maison de fromage شريت لي cheese سويت my own like هو مع برساولة ما شنو بس قاعدة بديت I'm like the manchego the mother then they show you like how it's made in each country
Yeah.
Gloucester cheese or the camembert cheese I'll send it to you
I love
يخلصون
it.
from cheese يروحون like into the other stuff which are they
I love that.
إيه.
في one documentary series I watched on Netflix. It's called
explained
لا, Salt, Acid,
ah
Fat and
fat salt acid sugar
yes,
It's a
I
book.
think
it's a book
it's a book وسووه documentary
صدق؟
series. Yes.
how is it
كل حلقة it's one of those words يعني it's revolutionary.
good?
It's amazing.
and I read the book but I haven't watched the
خيال.
ليش أنا شفت Blue Zones I read the book
Yeah.
is good the show
مو ذاك الزود صح.
like I had to force myself to finish it it was
Yeah.
too boring
Did you guys like your parents or like your aunts وهذول ever been hunting down كتاب المطاحن?
Oh yeah, we had all of those. I was gonna say that and I forgot actually. We had all of those.
Yeah. Oh, now they have it in all different types of languages.
Yeah.
Which I love honestly. أحس إنه it's something المطاحن قاعد يعني كيف بي صح يسمونهم؟
KFH لا
لا.
مو KFH كويت Flour
and Mills.
KFM
KFM yeah. المهم إن المطاحن يعني أرفع لهم القبعة على هالأشياء اللي قاعد يسوونها.
Especially when you go there or you pass by. المنطقة كلها.
ترى للحين
كلها. It smells like that خبز.
ترى للحين الكتاب عليه طق.
Yeah.
And now it's even harder for them to find it or buy it. The original book.
أنا ما
قاعد يصير
The thin ones that go together in one little.
هم كل سنة يطلعون كتاب
إيه.
وكل سنة
يتهاوشون ما حصلنا هالسنة
بالضبط يصير أصعب. فلو سمحتوا عيال المطاحن دوروا لنا الطريقة عشان نحصل كتاب بسرعة. People are starving here.
Yes, I would love the entire collection actually. Yeah.
ونحتاج كتاب. لا تحتاج واسطة to get a book. You have no idea how demanding it is, you guys.
You know what that reminded me of? I just saw online and I didn't know it was a thing until like supposedly like it's something very vintage and a collectible that
شنو؟
in Corona people started getting it and the price went really high.
شنو؟
The Lennox spice houses.
I need to Google that.
Yeah, we'll put the photo of it. It's basically, you know how like spice jars, it's a spice cabinet with spice jars, but they're ceramic houses.
Lennox شنو؟
Spice.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes, supposedly like it became a big thing during COVID and people started buying them that the price now, I went on eBay to check like I want to get one. I got interested. And
460.
It was like $800 plus to get the original whole set of the Lennox house spices.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
460. You want to buy the whole thing
Yeah.
on eBay.
Okay.
ما له داعي.
Because they weren't as expensive, but because they were high in demand,
Yeah.
they became less to find.
Harder to find and prices are up. But they're so cute.
They're cute. That's what I saw. I was like, oh my god! I was like, this could be such a cute housewarming gift for a friend.
لا don't give that to someone لأن you don't know their يعني
No,
their
you know
aesthetics
someone,
or
but if you know someone that would appreciate it,
إيه okay.
that's what I mean.
بس I mean ممكن الديكور المطبخ ما يلوق معه. لأن إذا someone ديكوره modern black dark wood ما شنو ما راح يلوق.
Yeah.
إذا more على pastel colors.
Yeah. Or like a
فواتح,
vintage,
okay.
like a smeg.
بالضبط.
The smeg, you know.
The Smeg collection.
They're
I'm
so
starting
cute.
that. I'm starting.
I love it.
I'm starting
So
the Smeg collection. I have the filtered machine, coffee machine.
The toaster.
لا the toaster للحين لا. I had
The
my
fridge.
toaster wire. The fridge ما يكفي. We have their fridge at home. حتى لونه
خليها
أحمر.
for drinks or something.
حتى أحمر لونه bright red. بس like ما يكفي شيء. ما يكفي شيء.
So now we have our last and third coffee cup.
Okay.
Colombiano coffee. I've tried Colombian coffee before, but they say this is not the same one. I smelled it when it was first grounded.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the smell!
The smell is very unique. I
It's
can give you
like
that. The
woody,
color,
salted
the-
caramel, a sweet
the
fruity
color,
cherry.
the color as well is caramel.
Yes.
It's a caramel brown.
If you can see through it, that's how I know this coffee's good.
Wow,
Coffee does not need to be black.
wow! It tastes amazing. I love it. It's actually, I think my new favorite I usually like, I've tried,
It's
as
new.
I said,
It's a new profile for me. It's a new profile of Colombian.
Colombian, yes. I was just going to say, I've tried Colombian coffee, but it's not the same I've tried before. I've tried a bolder one. This is more smooth and caramelly. I feel like it has pear and cherry in it as well.
It's very fruity for me. It's extremely fruity for me. So
It's good.
it's good, don't get me wrong. And it's very smooth. So our bartender wins for the day يعني صراحة. our barista يعني أرفع له القبعة الصراحة. بس this is extremely new Colombian.
Maybe this is a new job you can dabble into.
Yeah, maybe.
A new dream job.
There's competitions out there for baristas.
Yes.
Being a barista, and I've seen those
It's also
competitions.
hard work.
It's very hard work
And
and
very precise.
very expensive. Very expensive.
Then the machine.
This whole set you guys see here, it's like 100 kd. Al Paula.
Yeah.
This scale alone is 40.
You need, like, and if you want to do good, like you want to get into, you have to get the best of the best.
صح
Yeah.
أكيد
Yeah. I had to get a smart scale. I had to. So I can get exact measurement and I have a timer in it.
By
I had to.
there's ones that also have the temperature as well now.
This cooks the temperature exactly how I
Hey,
want it.
I love it. I have that at home.
Right now it's at 83 and it's gonna stay at 83
Yeah.
for as long as I.
Well, that's the thing. I just said, and I like my coffee extra hot. فما حد يضبط لي 100 degrees Celsius water except that kettle. I use that for my
The
coffee.
gooseneck kettle.
Oh yeah. And I can directly pour it into the thing because
Yeah.
of the neck.
خيال. But my favorite, I think it's going to be the Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
I think so. It's my number
Okay.
one.
Okay.
My number two is the Ethiopian, which is صدمة. I've never had good Ethiopian coffee, honestly.
I actually love
صدق.
Ethiopian coffee.
لأن usually the ones that I've tried locally حتى abroad internationally, they're extremely acidic.
Yeah.
Extremely acidic. They have that aftertaste اللي
The zestiness.
ما أدري I'm not into that. بس لا, yours is really good. Shout out to Beans Roastery صراحة. I think I'm going to give them a visit and honestly that's some good coffee.
Yeah. Get the Colombian.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. The Colombian, I drink that on the daily. Like this is my daily.
Oh, it is a daily coffee.
It's a daily
like the
coffee.
Colombian one,
The
it is
Ethiopian, I drink it mostly on weekends. I don't know why, but just my system just went to that.
Default.
Having Colombian every single day
Yeah.
and then the Ethiopian on weekends.
The Ethiopian coffee that you made is a bit on the stronger side. But I think that's why, I don't know, I'm just making an assumption.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I would rate it
Kilimanjaro. number
Colombia.
one. Okay. And then the Ethiopian last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, one of my favorite beans that I usually used to get when I was in the States was the Brazilian. I really love a good Brazilian coffee.
Okay.
It's very bold but smooth.
The Brazilian switch.
That's why like the Kilimanjaro is slightly reminds me of
The Brazilian?
it's bolder, it's more chocolatey, more nutty than the Brazilian, but similar like kind of flavor
Okay.
profile. Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
For me, I would say Ethiopian comes number one.
Number one, okay.
Even though that Colombian is my daily. I guess because I want to save the Ethiopian. That's why. So Colombian, Ethiopian, Kilimanjaro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
The Kilimanjaro, it has this sunflower seed flavor, which I like. But the Ethiopian I tried from Arabica has the same kind of note, sunflower seed note, but I like theirs way better. So
Okay.
comparing the same type of flavor note with Arabica's one, the Arabica wins. You should
Interesting.
try the Ethiopian from Arabica. It's seasonal, so they don't have it all the time.
Well, we have to thank our barista for the 3 lovely coffees of the day.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Oh my god, I think we're يعني لا تعودنا على هالاشياء والله ترى تعود I get used to هالاشياء بسرعة.
Well, if you ever want a job in coffee, he'll be successful.
جد خيال. I think you should شو اسمه submit a CV or something, apply for a barista.
But sometimes
Leave my company, my whole platform, all my jobs.
لا لا بس
You want me to leave you guys?
لا ما
Go make
لا
coffee?
لا لا.
But sometimes when you're passionate about something, it's better to just keep it that way
Yeah.
than go really deep into like the business side of it, because that will kind of remove the passion from it. And for example, I love pastries, like especially French pastries and the intricacies of like how they make them. I've been like so into it, yeah, especially like Cedric Grolet and all those like different pastry makers that are like popping out on Instagram. لدرجة like I'm saying like I want to go to France and take a pastry course and learn how to make like these very fine
I
cakes
like
and
to eat
pastries.
them.
Listen,
Not make them.
not because I want to become like professional at it in terms of making them or like in terms of like opening a business or bakery. It's because I want to learn just like to have that skill, because I know it's such a it's such a very
أكيد.
precise and accurate like skill to have. But I really want to learn it just for myself. But obviously, yeah, just because I'm very passionate about it. Like just basic macaron. It's
my
very
God.
like precise, you know.
Extremely precise. Diamond macaroons and soufflés are like in the elimination round of Master Chef or Hell's Kitchen.
Because soufflés,
Always.
if you like overbeat the eggs by like 10 seconds, خلاص, like it can collapse.
Molten cakes originated when soufflés are basically
Not cooked through.
basically.
Yeah.
ف
Since we're in the topic of coffee and food, I'm going to mention my what's on the menu this week.
يلا go for it.
I've been on a sandwich kick lately, thanks to Deli by Broski's. So I have yet to try their pastrami, but I was craving pastrami sandwich the other day, and I found a sandwich on Kin Bakery.
صح عندهم.
I got their pastrami sandwich, the classic pastrami, and their grilled chicken apricot sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. I really liked it. They do freshly baked sourdough. So their sourdough is, I'm very like, and with the sandwich, like the bread has to be on point.
The bread is the
Is
number
the-
one
yeah.
show.
So the bread is really good. It's not too hard of a sourdough. In my case, because it was delivered and it was covered, so it got a little soft. I just heated it up on the stove because I like my bread to be crunchy a little bit. I was surprised by the chicken apricot. I expected it to be like not that, the best. It was so good.
Okay.
The flavor profile, like the layers of flavor, you get like a mayo. You get mustard, a mustardaise or something. It's like a mayo mustard, and then the chicken. The chicken was very juicy, ما في صفرة, as you say.
أي لازم ما في صفرة.
And then the apricot jam, it wasn't overly sweet. It just added like that. It enhanced the flavor, complemented it very perfectly. Really good. And their pastrami sandwich, homemade pastrami, like the meat is fresh, you can feel it. It was really good as well. So highly recommend. So that's what's on my menu.
Love it.
Highly recommend.
Love it. I need me more sandwiches in my life.
Definitely. You got me on this sandwich kick.
I love me a good sandwich, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
good sub
Oh,
or
yeah.
a good whatever. Oh my God, any day, every day,
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, I'm
such
gonna go
good-
live in the Delhi. I'm gonna go live there. Yeah, they love me now. خلاص, like it's this connection.
broke the
between
record,
me and them,
actually.
خلاص.
Yes.
We broke the record.
You
for
have a
the-
picture of it, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna put it.
the
Yeah.
receipt.
لازم نحضر receipt.
Biggest receipt.
Biggest receipt for 2 people. I don't know if any other group of people has.
Yeah.
But he told us we're the biggest order since
For
they
2
opened.
people, yeah, I would think so
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
But we're going after this. So you're more than welcome to join.
Really, you're going?
بروح ناكل.
Seriously?
أنا ميتة من الجوع.
Okay, I'm coming.
أنا
Okay.
ميتة من الجوع.
I'm coming.
I can't.
I can't. I'm coming.
I have a very interesting fact.
Tell us.
Zay.
Always.
Very interesting and very intriguing and funny at the same time because it's very random.
Okay.
Okay, so I was talking to my friend yesterday, Rawan.
Shout out to
Rawan, our ophthalmologist, best ophthalmologist in Kuwait. No, we are not biased.
أبدا.
أبدا.
إنزين.
المهم. So suppose the funny part about it, she's like, on my free time, I like to read about eyes of animals.
She is our ophthalmologist. So.
المهم. So she was telling me this interesting theoretical fact about shrimp eyes.
زين.
إنزين. A little bit of a backstory, not backstory, like just background information. Humans have 3 cone receptors. Cone receptors are located in the back of our eye, and they're in charge. They're in charge of like how we perceive color and light. How we perceive color.
زين.
So basically, the colors that we see are all they go through the not corn. I'm hungry.
We all are.
Cone receptors. So they go through the cone receptors, and that's how we perceive color and light. Anyways, so humans have 3 cone receptors. Dogs, why do they say, oh, they shocking, they might be colorblind or they can only see specific colors? Because they only have 2 cone receptors.
Okay, interesting.
Now, coming to our shrimp.
Yeah.
Depending on the type of shrimp. بعد حتى she read on the types of different shrimp.
Interesting.
Depending on the type of shrimp, they can have between 16 to 21 cone receptors. So theoretically speaking, they can probably see way more colors than we can even imagine.
Wow.
Yeah. But she goes back to saying they don't have a brain as big, like their brain capacity is not as big, so maybe
They don't know what they're seeing.
so maybe يعني I don't know how it works. Like she's like, if we're just talking theoretically in terms of cone receptors and not the brain size or brain capacity, they can probably see more colors than we can even imagine.
Wow.
In our lifetime. So they're probably tripping on colors. They're like, ooh.
Good child. What am I looking at?
What is it?
هذا shark tail all over. Bye shark.
So basically, yeah, that was a very, like, it was funny because, like, she reads about eyes of animals in her free
She's an
time.
ophthalmologist.
She's an ophthalmologist. And the fact that, like, the shrimp fact, it was hilarious. It's like,
يحليلهم الشرمبيز.
like, they're small, tiny, لا بس there's big shrimp.
إيه. بس يحليلهم.
They could have between, like,
They're such yummy.
up to 21
They're such yummy creatures.
haram.
Well, they are. They're so good.
And then
A good Mrabian can go a long way.
haram. They probably like, and then she's like, and then another quick fact. This doesn't have to do anything, but like since we're on the topic of eyes, owls, they have huge eyes, right? But like our eyes or most eyes, they're spheres, they're balls, right? Owl eyes, they don't have. They have kind of like a coned, kind of like from the front, it's like rounded, but then it's like cone kind of,
shape.
like it extends inwards. Malshon.
I have so much respect for owls.
Very interesting.
They're majestic creatures بالنسبة لي.
على طاري owls, I saw the other day. Very interesting. Baby owls, they cannot stand, so they sleep on their stomach, and they are the funniest thing ever.
Why they're so cute.
It's the funniest thing ever. They're sleeping on their stomach. They look flat. Chinazuliyah.
But they're so cute. They're such majestic creatures, honestly.
They're
owls.
highly spiritual for some people,
Yeah.
especially like the Egyptians. It was on their hieroglyphics and all that.
خيال.
They're powerful.
They're extremely powerful. They're gorgeous. They're
Yeah.
gorgeous with their eyes, and they're like prints, and oh my god,
And the types.
they're gorgeous.
Hedwig.
Oh, yeah. When I was in Lebanon, suddenly my younger cousin was just screaming out of nowhere. And we go to the kitchen, and on the kitchen window, like we had it open, it's kind of شبك مسكر.
إيه.
Booma right there, just looking inside the house. We're like, what? It looks so creepy with the eyes, and it's night. بلبنان when it's night you can't see anything
إيه
outside.
خلاص.
وبوما
Pitch
قاعدة
black.
برا كذي.
She's like, what you guys doing? Let me in.
What you guys doing? What you
FOMO. حبيت.
Yeah, that's my facts of the day. Thanks to
Our
Rawan.
ophthalmologist.
Shout out to Rawad.
Facts about eyes today.
Yeah. So new segment today.
Yeah.
Why are you why are you always giving me the look?
I don't know. I'm scared.
It's safe.
Your
It's safe. It's a safe one this time.
يلا.
It's
Shoot.
who's most likely to questionnaire.
Okay.
Then so
Okay.
whenever he said whatever Amar says. It's gonna like we
خنش.
say each other. You can say it in me, you, or you can even say it about yourself.
Okay, who is most likely to survive alone on a deserted island?
Me.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Then I'm extremely picky eater. Once I don't take a shower the next day خلاص مخي راح يقفل.
Yeah.
فلا ما
You can shower on an island.
You can just jump in the water.
لا ماكو صابون. ما اقدر. ماكو. زين. Next one.
Who is most likely to steal someone's lunch?
Salil.
Me.
No.
Me. Obviously me.
Obviously عمر.
Yeah, he saved his shawarma.
Yeah,
Yes, صح.
exactly. In a
Yeah.
fire,
From a burning,
you don't think I'm gonna steal
building,
somebody's
صح.
food? Immediately.
Omar.
Okay. Who is most likely to get arrested?
فرح.
Yeah, Farah.
For sure.
Immediately, yeah.
For
For sure.
sure.
For sure. For like the most stupid reason too.
بالضبط.
She would be arguing with the cop about something, you know. انت ما تعرف بميامي احنا.
ايوه بالضبط. And he's like
شنو ميامي؟
care.
ايش فيك؟ صح.
Let's keep it مستورة يا guys. Yeah, guys.
ما ضل بيها.
Who is most likely to die first in a horror film?
Dive first.
Die.
Die first in a horror film.
Yeah,
That's
I would say you.
Really?
Yeah.
مع إن she loves this type of stuff. That's I was gonna say Salil, but then I'm like, isn't that her? She's interested in those things. Like she loves
Yeah, but
Really?
she's gonna stop and start screaming at the guy with the chainsaw.
ما
إيش
تستحي
قاعد
على وجهك.
احترم نفسك.
موتي. You know like فكينا فك.
Let's actually do this one. Who is most likely to win a staring contest? And y'all should do a staring contest right now.
Who doing this?
أحس أنا.
Maybe you, because I have sensitive eyes.
Yalla, let's see.
Most have sensitive eyes. You
The
would
laugh?
laugh.
Yalla,
You would
3,
laugh.
Okay.
2.
Oh, we're doing it right now.
Yalla.
Okay, well, لحظة.
نشوف.
Let me compose myself. Compose yourself, Farah.
Yeah.
Okay.
خلاص. عرفنا من راح يفوز.
She already lost.
No. I need to compose myself. Get in the mood.
ما شغل.
Okay.
خلاص درينا من الخسران. بس خلاص we're not waiting for you.
Okay, one last chance. Okay. ليش قلتي كذي؟ عشان انت قلتي. Okay.
ايش سويت انا؟
انت النظرة مالتك تضحك.
بعشان
اسوي نظرتي. She has these looks. ايه like okay.
خلاص we're not taking
Okay,
time.
Salil ones. No need to. Lost.
No, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why. Okay. Who is most likely to forget their phone at home?
Salil.
لا.
Me.
Yes.
I've never forgotten my phone at home. I don't know. Maybe neither.
No, I don't. I can't
I've been
forget.
quite bad with the phone lately.
Even with my
honestly.
pregnancy brain right now, I would forget my phone. I don't know.
يعني
Okay.
usually I'm like more on top of it. يعني on top of like, but lately I've been very bad with my phone. So I don't know, maybe. Allah.
Okay.
Maybe. Don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Who is most likely to wear socks with sandals?
فرح العمر.
Yes.
Back with the slides and
Yes,
so
that's my vacation
we're not
mode.
finishing with
شنو
خلاص
شنو اسمها cruise socks؟
cruise socks and slides. We're not finishing. خلاص, this is the end of it. We're not gonna bring it again.
بهالخيسة؟
Oh.
No.
Next.
Who is most likely to eat cereal for dinner?
Salil.
أنا.
Okay.
I love
For
me
sure.
some breakfast for dinner. I love me some breakfast food for dinner.
Who is most likely still using MySpace?
I swear لو MSN
Hey.
was still like يعني
I think,
operating
yeah.
right now كان
I
استعملتها.
think it might be both of us because we're kind of both like not into like what's the latest social media
Yeah.
like app and stuff. Probably
But
both of us.
Remember these effects they used to send the other person that would affect their entire screen?
The nudge or
Yeah.
the ping or the
On
whatever.
MSN?
You send the heart and it's
Yeah.
like bah, on the
Exactly. فضيحة البيت كله درى.
Hey, it makes like some sound
And then
effects
it got
like
a little like, and then with Facebook, remember the poke? I'm poking you.
Yes.
that. Hey.
Salil poked you today.
I think
like,
on
Yeah.
Facebook that's still a thing.
it's still a thing. Or I have
Yeah,
no
it's still a
idea.
thing.
I have to
Apparently,
ask-
recently
I have to
there
ask
was
my
there's an
Egyptian
increase
friends.
in pokes.
I have to ask my Egyptian friends and they still use.
Yeah, I still have
Facebook.
it, but I don't use it. I just have it to keep like in touch
Track,
with like
yeah.
some certain friends that are still on there.
True.
Who is most likely to survive an alien abduction? I think Farah.
I I think
She
she's
would
an
make friends
alien.
with them immediately. Yeah, على
Yeah.
طول. Where's your home planet, Farah?
I don't know. The universe. Somewhere in the universe. Hey homies, what's up? You gotta make friends with them عشان you want to be safe, like oh I get abducted.
Now I
Back to-
figured that out. Her home planet, they speak, with the Jamaican accent.
وعلي على الجامايكان accent.
Wagwan homies.
وعلي عليهم.
I'm back to where I belong.
I think so.
Okay, who is most likely to lie in a job interview? Me.
You?
It's me.
Omar?
Really, Omar?
Yes, it's me.
I would over exaggerate, not lie. I would make something big out of something small. Like I would have done it.
Yeah.
But would that be considered lying? Because you did it.
You're just beautifying it.
Exactly, adding spices.
Yeah.
I'm still learning to do that, honestly. I've been told by higher management that you're supposed to do that.
Yeah,
Hey.
because everyone does it.
Yeah,
Might as well take
exactly. You
advantage.
have to lie on your CV, especially in the beginning.
To a certain extent.
No, I'm not saying about lying. I'm saying about beautifying. Beautification of the.
Yeah, of
You've
course.
done this thing just like
Add the Botox and the filler.
a.
Yeah, of course.
Times it
Anna-
by 1,000.
My
you know?
CV is a portfolio, so I have to
Hey.
have footage and how if I can't lie to that extent.
يعني make everything you do as mission impossible.
Yeah.
Hey.
شلون كذي؟
And even if you want to lie, something reasonable, like a white lie kind of thing, not like something, oh, I can code, but you have zero.
بالضبط.
But
بالضبط.
مثلا say you know 2 languages of, I have 3 languages of coding.
Yeah.
Zhuzh up.
Judge it up. Everyone is good with communication and presentation skills.
Yeah. Oh, I love
And then when it is time for presentation,
that
you're
is
just
my
like,
forte.
I love-
Since I was in school, I was like, give me any presentation. I'll go present it
صح.
even without preparing. Just don't give me any essays. I hate essays.
I love essays.
I hate essays. But presentations,
All day, every day.
all day, every day. Tell me
Keep
now,
them
go
coming.
upstairs, go now, like ahead in front of me and present something. I'll make something up and present to you, baby.
Yeah.
I got this.
صح.
That's why we're doing a podcast,
بالضبط.
basically.
Okay, next one. Who is most likely to run into something while looking at their phone?
أنا.
I like
Sure.
Yeah, because you
على طول
you
admit
get
it.
sucked into the phone sometimes.
Have
I
that
can-
happened before?
Yes, I cannot text and walk.
Yeah, sometimes
I
I'll be
cannot.
talking to her and she's like in a whole different world. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait.
إيه. لأن أنا that's why when I'm like with someone, I don't use my phone. ما أحب. I get easily distracted, but I don't like to use it. But like walking and texting, no, I cannot
Right.
do that. I've been run over by a bicycle in Amsterdam. I don't want to
my
do that
God.
again.
Shit.
إيه
Ran
والله.
over.
إيه والله يعني دش فيني وطلع من وراي.
Oh, I've done that before to a kid way back. بنادي راس الأرض.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was going full speed and it was نزلة chief, you can't really brake.
صح.
I got صارخ move طاح and I rode عليه.
إيه that's exactly what happened to me in Amsterdam.
I'll probably be the biker that runs into you.
Yeah.
But to be extremely fair, هو هم was like he was using his phone or an iPod of some sort or whatever.
Hey.
He was doing something, I was doing
Changing
something.
the Spotify playlist.
Probably والله. فاثنيناتنا ما كنا منتبهين على الموضوع فيعني
Okay.
صار اللي
Were you
صار.
okay?
الحمد لله يعني.
Okay.
الحمد لله.
Nice. Next one. Who is most likely to join a cult? فرح.
I think so.
Hey,
I think so.
Miami cult.
No, مع إنه maybe I give off that impression بس مع إنه I'm so I hate those anything that has to do with like
Extremism.
groups like for example even like fraternity, sorority, like the extreme like groups and it get like it
No,
gets
you would be
too
the
much.
leader.
But even then like I don't
حبيت.
I has like anything like when it becomes too much, it becomes too like even when something not even a cult like even when something becomes like for example when it becomes too culty,
Hey.
I feel like oh my god this is too
Calm
much.
down.
Like chill, it's not
Yeah.
that serious. I just don't like taking things too seriously, I guess.
Life is not that serious.
Exactly, life is too short.
Yeah,
it's already hard
I
in
tried to
itself.
start a cult before.
You tried?
Hey.
What
That's
cult,
a red flag, by
if
the
you
way.
were to start لحظة, I have a question.
That's a red flag.
we came to a conclusion that he is a red flag.
Yeah, I am the red flag.
sorry.
Yeah.
But I have a question. if you were to were to start a cult, what would be the cult that you would have started?
Okay, let's let the guy that tried to start a cult answer that question.
Well, I wanted to start a thing where it's like the people in the cult are like they have each other's back no matter what. So it's very selected people, and if I call you, I need help with something, no matter what, you will help me.
So basically, it's like a kind of fraternity.
Kinda, yeah. But
Just on the
I wanted to
extreme
do
side.
that with like certain friends I have, because I would call them at any point of time and they would be there, you know.
Interesting.
So I'm like, oh, we sound like a kind of like a cult, you know. Like, why not we do something? I wanted to like get like gold rings that we only us can wear, and
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
joins, we give him a ring.
The Godfather type of shit.
Yeah, that type of thing. It's just to make it
Eyes
feel,
wide shut.
you know.
حيل.
But it didn't go anywhere.
Thank God.
Thank God.
يعني.
Maybe one day.
What about you?
I think it's gonna be a food cult. You only eat the finest of the finest ingredients,
A luxurious cult.
basically.
Enjoying the fine things of life.
Best.
A bougie cult.
Yes.
That would be mine too. You know, travel, luxury. Has to be, but my cult would have not just food, travel, locations,
كلها.
islands, private islands. Ooh.
Ooh, child.
Ooh, child.
Next.
Who is most likely to ghost someone?
Not me.
I am guilty of that.
I'm
as well.
guilty of that.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. If you're annoying, I don't ghost people,
Yeah.
usually, like generally speaking, but
Yeah.
if you are annoying AF,
Yes.
I will ghost
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I will.
Especially if you call. I hate people calling me. Unless
I
you have
don't-
something
I don't
important, don't
Yeah.
call. Just send me a text. And if you're calling me to tell me about something we're gonna do next week, I'm gonna be very mad.
لا عادي أنا
Then I'll
don't.
ghost you.
I'll only ghost you if I am extremely pissed at you. Like I'm angry. Like في شيء صار. Something went down.
Hey.
I will ghost you after that. خاصة إذا دريت إن ماكو فايدة يعني حتى if we talk
Hey,
about it ماكو
okay.
فايدة.
I won't go. So I would like send a message or like say I don't want to talk to you. I would like listen. I don't want to talk.
Okay.
I won't ghost that.
No, I would صراحة.
Yeah.
Casper.
Ghosting is my game.
Your game.
Yeah.
Walking red
I
flag.
ghost
Red
a
flag.
lot. When I answer is when I answer.
That's not ghosting. As yeah, ساعات I do like I am guilty of like ساعات like I forget like I've been bad with my phone lately. So like sometimes like I see that I got a message. Yusufini, I'm busy right now. I'll just reply later and I
Yeah.
forget. So oh shit, I forgot to reply. To
لا
that
هذا مو
person.
ghosting.
Yeah, that's not
لا هذا مو
ghosting.
ghosting. Okay.
Okay.
Last but not least.
Who is most likely to fall in love the quickest?
Salil.
لا.
No,
كلش لا.
neither of us. Then.
Extremely
It's
picky.
me. Yeah, it's me.
It's you?
Yeah.
I love
A
in
hopeless romantic. Eh?
I love in
على
هو
طول.
he knows
أنا
إيه.
طيح
We are
على
very
بوزي.
high guard.
Yeah.
Extremely.
High guard, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll do like a whole back, like who, what,
when? كيفك؟
Well, this was a fun episode.
Yep.
We had some good coffee. We learned
Amazing
about
coffee.
We learned about some shrimp eyes.
Thanks to our ophthalmologist.
Next up, I want you guys to try my burgers. This we have to do something special where we shoot it at my place in the kitchen, something
Okay.
like that.
Or bring the kitchen to us.
ولا
صعب
شيء
صعب صعب.
شيء
You
بلايب.
know those Bunsen burners that we used to
ولا.
use?
Unfortunately, too
Chemistry
much
class.
smoke.
اشتراني.
Unfortunately.
إنزين.
Then, so we will wrap it up here. As always, follow us on all socials, like, subscribe, maybe turn on notifications as well, so to get notified every Wednesday when we post our
Upload an
episode. Other than that, as always, keep it for real.
Big love.
Peace.